in dating and in marriage.
So happy to be on today. Definitely going to go deep into it. So make sure you get your questions ready so we can help answer all those. Get your notepads ready and everything.
So for those of you that don't know us, what's up? I'm Natasha. I'm an amazing husband, Coach B here. I was a former RN, single mom, struggling single mom of four, and recently got remarried to the love of my life after going through so much trauma and loss. And now we together help our ladies with just their inner healing, their inner work, not only the weight loss and feeling so good about your body and your life again, but we actually help our ladies with their feminine energy, something that I really had to learn.
And it's so good because you went through this process yourself,
Yes.
being a business owner,
Yes.
being someone who's raised 4 kids on your own, being
Yes.
in your masculine just by default,
Yes.
just
Yes.
learning how to re-regulate and do things the feminine energy way. So it's so good to be able to help the ladies with this.
Yes, this has been so rewarding, so exciting because there are so many women out there and in our communities currently. Like we've helped over 1,000 women so far in the last few months that have gone through our programs. And initially it started off with the weight loss and the hormones and helping women just get their bodies back on track because that's always going to be your starting point. A lot of them doing inner healing, healing PCOS and just other hormone issues. But it really transitioned into helping our ladies in their marriages and in their dating life. And of course, my amazing husband, who is literally a prime example of healthy, healed masculine energy, is also here giving you ladies the real deal of how men think.
And what I love about it is when you start working on yourself and healing areas in your own life, then you're able to expand and actually see and want to do things outside of just being healed. That's when you want to get married. That's when you're in position to receive. That's when the business ideas start coming up. So all of this is just a natural progression, but it starts with the inner healing.
Oh, that's so good. And most people want to avoid that part. So let's just jump into it. So for today, let's talk about one of the big causes of relationship breakdown. And this is in dating and in marriage. And this is something that I went through my first marriage. Not that it broke down, but I fell into the trap that a lot of moms fall into. And that is that self-sacrifice. That is, you are a martyr mom, especially for my single women, especially for my women that come generationally from split family households, single parent households, immigrant households, right? These are my people, right? Because we have just been primed to be in our masculine energy. And then what happens, we recently just posted a video on this, a few videos on this week. And I was talking about how we as women, we sacrifice ourselves. Like we're the good-hearted women. You're taking care of everybody. A lot of your business owners are transitioning into business owners. A lot of you are in management, even stay-home moms too. And you're just so used to being in your overgiving, overdoing masculine energy mode. And it causes the hormone issues. It causes the PCOS and the perimenopause weight issues and a lot of other health issues for women. Libido goes down, the sag life goes down, affects marriages as well. And then these women, they end up splitting up, right? A lot of times these women end up going through divorce and stuff like that. And so what we're on here doing is teaching our girls how to get into your dream girl energy. Because you can be in dream girl energy, ladies, in dating and in marriage.
And you can run businesses. You can do all the things that you desire to do. And men understand because both men and women have trauma that they dealt with. Even as we talked about it yesterday when we were just talking. We all have gone through different levels of trauma, but it's really those that are working on themselves, those that identify it. And it's not an argument. It's one of those things like, that is true. I need to make some changes and I need to make some adjustments. Those are the ones that are successful in their relationships, on their jobs, just in their life. The success comes from making those changes and being willing because men don't have a problem with women that have gone through trauma. But those that
most of us have.
Exactly. But those that are making the change, men love. Men love women that are working on themselves, that are trying to better themselves, doing it independent of a man, doing it just because you want to get better. And you automatically attract the masculine energy provider energy man that you want.
Yes. And let me just encourage my ladies that are watching right now that are on this healing journey, that are on this transformation journey. And this is where I was a few years ago, is don't give up, keep going, because healing happens in layers. Transformation happens in layers. It's not going to happen overnight. We can make it fun and easy, right? That's the feminine energy way. And that's something that I really specialize in doing, is helping my ladies get out of that hustle mode, work hard, trauma freeze that a lot of us women have gone through without realizing it subconsciously. But as you're doing this, it's as you're going through this, it's going to happen in layers, and things will just keep getting better and better and better for you. So your starting point, ladies, for this dream girl energy, which is what I tell all my girls to do, if you want to be his dream girl, where he is chasing you, where the masculine, and if you're single, ladies, you'll have multiple men chasing you, multiple men that want to marry you, because you stand out so much, because so many women, I would say majority of women right now, are walking around triggered, unhealed, in their wounds. They got the daddy issues. They got the issues from unhealed issues from past relationships, past boyfriends and situationships, past husbands, all that stuff. Most women are walking around unhealed. So it's very easy as a woman right now, if you're doing your inner work and doing your inner healing, to stand out. This I promise you. And this is not just for me when I was dating, but for the ladies in our programs, where they're getting stopped in grocery stores, they're getting stopped at Home Depot, they're getting stopped at church, they're getting, multiple people that want to date them and marry them, because they're simply just shifting their energy. So the starting point for you ladies, yes, they're saying the feminine energy is amazing. I love it. Thank you, Tanya. Perfect example. Perfect example. Another good-hearted woman, loves the Lord, loves the Lord, but you can be hot and love the Lord too. Can I just get an amen?
Amen.
You can have kids like I've had. You can have 4 kids. You can be a grandma and still be hot, okay? Still be in that dream girl energy. Yes, ladies. But anyway, so the first point, and this is a point that will change everything for you ladies. This is the mindset shift that I had to have, is if you want to be the woman that he is chasing after, you're his dream girl in dating and in marriage, is you have to become your dream girl first. You have to become your dream girl first. When we're in our wounds as women, we want to do everything for the guy. If I just look different, he's going to like me. If I just show him how amazing I am, he's going to want me. And that is actually coming from a wounded place, from childhood, when abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, where you learn subconsciously that you have to go into performance mode to get validation from men. Okay, and it's subconscious. Go ahead, baby.
Because being your own dream girl first, you focus on yourself. You're not around, like you said, trying to impress people by doing stuff that you don't enjoy. Doing stuff that doesn't light you up. But when you're when you feel lit up on your own, you just automatically attract those right type of people for you, the right man for you. And that's the important thing, because men aren't looking, and we talk about it all the time. Men aren't looking, every man is not looking for a Barbie doll. Every man is not looking for a supermodel. Men first, and I've learned this more since we've been married. And I know it, but it's subconscious. But men are moved by your energy, right? Your looks attract men, but your energy keeps the man.
So true.
So that's the important thing. Your energy is making sure you're feeling full within yourself. Maybe making sure you love yourself. You're doing things to make yourself feel good. You're doing things because you enjoy them. And that energy just draws the right man towards you. And just having your eyes open to the right man, because when you're in that energy, now you're seeing more clearly, even in what you're looking for.
So true.
So it's attracting the right person. And everything isn't about the relationship side of it, but you just attract the right people. Like we're always out and people are just coming up to her, women, kids, and just complimenting her, just saying nice things. It's because of the energy. The looks get you through the door, but the energy keeps you.
So good, babe. And it's so true. And I love this because it really is the energy, and it's subconscious. And, it's so funny. Tanya's like, I got stopped 3 times yesterday. Okay, this is one of our girls in our Feminine Energy Academy program. And it really is your energy. I mean, this is why you'll see the most gorgeous women online. Go look at the balloon popping show. Yeah. Okay. Perfect example. Gorgeous women, right? They're beautiful. And they have it on Netflix now, by the way. And so they have all different types of women on there. And they're beautiful, but you can tell they haven't done any inner work, inner healing. And I can tell this right away. Well, one, I'm a coach in this, so I can spot this thing from a mile away. But because they're so focused on the man's appearance, when you are so focused on the man's appearance, like he has to be tall, dark, and handsome. Ooh, what outfit is he wearing? Ooh, why is his hair like that? Why is his hairline like that? Like, girl, come on. This guy is probably the nicest man who would treat you like a princess every day, and you're focused on his shirt. Or the fact that he's the same height as you.
No, I have to add to that because even watching that yesterday, it's like as the guys were walking out, if they're walking out not smiling, or if they walk out and jump or something like that, they're popping their balloons because I don't like a guy who runs. I don't like a guy who smiles like that
or walks too slow.
Exactly. Or I don't like those shoes or that shirt. And one of the ladies, and this is important too, because one of the ladies was saying, like, I can just change his shirt. I can get, he can change his shirt. Those things that matter is what the Feminine Energy Academy helps you focus on, because it's really getting to the inner part of who you are and who the guy is. I mean, a guy can be a business owner. The guy was an engineer last night. These are the guys that you need these need in your life if you're really in your feminine, because you need that masculine energy, that boring, that's
consistent,
taking care of everything. You're just going around floating on cloud nine, head in the sky, but he's making sure you're protected. So that's what's important when you're really looking.
Preach, baby. Preach.
When you're really looking at relationships and being in a healthy one.
Oh, babe, that is so good. Ladies, and the reason why we're putting this out for you is so you can recognize it in yourself if you are more in your masculine energy or more in your feminine. Now, we all have masculine, feminine energy, just like we all have masculine and feminine hormones. Like a woman needs a little bit of testosterone. We don't want too much testosterone because then we have infertility issues, but we need a little bit. Otherwise, we have no motivation, no drive as a woman. It's the same thing with our energy, right? We have the feminine energy, we have the masculine energy, but we as women, when we are overindulged in our masculine energy because of survival mode, because of trauma, because of just ways we've been brought up, the doing performance mode, that's when you're led to the hormone issues. That's when you're looking at guys based on their looks. You're going after guys based on their looks. That's when you're in your chasing energy. That's when you end up attracting men that are in their feminine, that just want to be taken care of because they're pretty boys. And you're their provider and their protector. You're the one that's consistent, not them. So for us, ladies, first of all, it's self-awareness. It's awareness of not from a place of judgment. We don't judge anybody here. From a place of curiosity, from a place of self-love, from a place of healing that inner child in you, right? Where it's just this is not how God's created me to be. And yes, Tanya, this is why Christ calls us his bride. This is why Christ calls us his bride, because we were never called to be the head. I'm talking to somebody right now. We were never called to be the head. You were never called to be in your masculine energy, in doing in performance mode and burning yourself, providing, protecting for yourself, right? That's not part of God's plan. So for you, it's better when you're leaning more back into your feminine energy, you're more in your receiving mode. And as you heal, so first of all, you will not be able to do this as a woman until you heal your nervous system. Because by default, your subconscious nervous system is in survival mode. So it's going to naturally want to protect itself. It's naturally going to want to have the walls up. And then that's when you're in your masculine energy. And that's when you're going on these shows and judging men based on their looks. Okay. So do you want to add anything, honey? And then I'll keep going.
And just how we were made, like our natural state of how we were made. If stuff is really stressing you out, stuff just, you can't get much peace. Those are usually areas where you're doing the heavy lifting. It's not the way you were designed. Because for most men, we're always trying to solve things. We're always trying to make sure everything is in order. And that's our place of peace.
Yes.
But if that's not your place of peace, either you're out of order with things, or your nervous system is so off balance that you've gone all the way left, and now you're thinking in a way that most men think. And that's why we say, let's deal with that challenge and get you back to where you need to be in your natural state.
Yeah.
Where you're relaxing, you're enjoying yourself, you're creative, and that's the feminine.
Right? Yes, and it's so magnetic. This is about being a dream girl, not just for guys, but for your clients, for your family, everywhere you go, your neighbors, your church, like charities, whatever, your girlfriends. Like, you are just in this magnetic dream girl energy because we are naturally drawn to people that feel good about themselves, that are relaxed, that are in a place of peace, not chaos, not burnt out, not spinning their wheels on it, they're not on the hamster wheel. We are so drawn to people that have order in their life. Yeah. So good.
We can continue with that one. I'm going to get to the next point to make sure we share everything that we want to share today.
All right. So first point was dream girl energy. You need to be your own dream girl. This is like the number one thing. If you get anything from today's live stream, it's all about being your own dream girl energy. Now, how do you actually be in your own dream girl energy? Actually, here, I'm going to ask the girls because we have a bunch of our girls that are in the Feminine Energy Academy that are actually in their dream girl energy. They've been doing their inner work. So I can see Christy, I can see Tanya on here, and maybe some of the other girls. What has helped you the most shift into your dream girl energy? I'm asking you girls. And this has helped them with their clients, attracting more clients, attracting men. Like Tanya just said, she got stopped 3 times yesterday from guys. She's getting more clients. What for you, for the other ladies watching right now, what has helped you really shift into your dream girl energy? Let me know.
Yeah, just put it at the bottom. We'll share it with everyone who's on.
And while they're writing that, from my experience working with so many women, the number one thing has been going inwards and working on themselves. So that is hormones. That is healing their nervous system. That is losing weight. That is actually starting to take care of their physical looks as well. Healing their masculine energy wounds. So Tanya said scripting. That's good. Oh my gosh. Scripting and telling herself she's safe. Okay, so scripting is a technique that I teach my girls. I do it very, very specifically. This is something that I have done. It's a form of meditation that you can do where you're calling things into existence. Okay, and you're bringing it into the now. You're bringing your desires into the now, and you're energetically aligning with it. You're shifting frequencies, and it's not woo-woo. It's actual science, actual metaphysical science. It's something that I did as a single mom. And I really encourage my ladies to do, because you just can't do everything in your own strength. Yes. But I did it when I was like working on my body. I did it when I was starting to date for marriage, and I was calling in my husband. Brian literally is every single thing I scripted on, everything I scripted on to a T, as a husband and as a father. I use scripting techniques for moving, for creating this dream life that we get to live now. Literally everything, for my kids, for business, for clients, social media, everything. So yeah, that's what Tanya's saying.
And I love what I believe it's Jasmine said as well, and you can dive into this.
Yeah.
She said slowing down overall. Yes. And you could speak to that, I'm sure, definitely. Yes. Because that's a big thing, especially when you're single, because you're trying to build, you're doing all these things, you're taking care of a family, and it never stops. So slowing down is definitely key as well.
So, and you know what's so interesting, Jasmine? And let me know if you girls can relate to this. People always say that, right? Like, they're like, slow down, be present, right? Like, people would tell me that all the time. And I'm like, this makes no sense to me. I could not comprehend what they were talking about. I'm like, why would I slow down? Right? Like, no, it's about going faster. It's about doing more. It's about hustling more. That's the masculine, right? It's the sperm. So if you're the type of girl, and we literally see videos all over social media about speeding up, right? And we're not saying that speed is bad. Speed is not bad. But if you don't know how to be present as a woman, which is abundance energy, is presence energy, is actually a sign that your nervous system needs to be healed. This is one thing that I did not know, but once I learned this and really started learning how to re-regulate my nervous system a few years ago, this was right before he came into the picture, I was finally able to slow down. Now, ladies, I have ADHD, okay? I've been on meds. I'm not on meds anymore, by the way. I was on meds since college, okay? So ADHD, I guess you could call me a type A personality. Oldest child, I was the typical independent, strong business boss mom, perfectionist, those were all my traits before, right? So those are not the types of traits where you want to slow down and be present, okay? So, but since doing my inner healing, especially nervous system healing, especially working my feminine energy, he comes into the picture. Working on my hormones, I'm off all my ADD meds, all the ADHD meds. I have way more structure in my life. And my favorite thing to do now is just to be present and to enjoy the moment and slow down.
And I've seen it firsthand, but also adding to it, I've been coaching clients and teams for 10, 15 years. So one thing I always say, to Jasmine's point, is when you slow down, that allows you to speed up. When you just stop and look and see what's going on instead of just always moving. Because sometimes, as I relate it to sports, you're just going so fast you don't know what's going on. But when you slow down, that allows you to say, okay, this is all I need to do. Instead of doing 10 moves, I only need to do one move. But if you're going so fast, you think you need to do all these moves. So slowing down helps so much in life, in sports. It's such a part of my life, of course, in our life, just making sure we're taking a breath, looking to see what we need to do, then attacking it full speed ahead.
So good. And I have to say, I definitely learned that from my husband. My husband is amazing coach. Like, you girls have not even had a taste at how amazing of a coach he is. Like, he has helped me so much in my life, in my healing journey, and just adding structure to my life, helping me to slow down. It's really that role of that masculine, right? Like, providing that safe consistency, that structure to help you relax as a woman. But here's the thing, most women are like, well, of course, once I get a guy like that, I'll do that too. It doesn't work like that, babe. You have to be in your dream girl energy first.
That's so true.
You have to do your inner healing first. And then you attract the masculine. When you're in your healthy feminine energy as a woman, you will attract a healthy masculine into your life. That's how this works. If you constantly are attracting unhealthy men, don't get mad at them, babe. Go inwards without any judgment. Start working on yourself. This is what we help our girls do. And then you'll start attracting the healthy men who you probably would think are boring before. When you're unhealthy, you would think they're boring because you're used to trauma bonding and you're used to the dopamine hits. But once you're more healed, and you don't have to be perfect. I was not perfect at all. I did not have my whole life together before he came into the picture. That's the grace of God, okay? But anyway, as you work on you and you are more relaxed in your healing journey and in your feminine energy, you're naturally going to attract the masculine, and he's going to help you take it to the next level. He's going to take things off of your plate. He's not going to make your life harder. He's going to make your life easier. He's not going to make your life more chaotic. He's going to bring more order and consistency into your life. Okay?
It's so important that you're that dream girl first, because the masculine is not going to force you to do anything.
Oh, so good.
So you have to be in position where you're allowing him to do the things that he needs to do in your life, in your kids' life, just overall. Otherwise, he won't be able to do what's needed, because we're not going to force things. We're not going to force you to do anything, just like God doesn't force us, right?
Oh, that's so good. And we're going to repeat that. And then I want to go back to what Christy said, because Christy dropped some nuggets of gold on here as well. But exactly what Coach B is saying, ladies, for my new ladies on here, a healthy masculine man, healthy masculine energy men will never force themselves on you, just like God will never force himself on you. We have that freedom of choice. So the man that's going back and forth with you, arguing with you in his emotions, and he's chaotic and all over the place, that is not a man in his masculine energy, okay? A healthy masculine energy man will walk away. He'll walk away. Just like, likewise, a healthy, healed, feminine energy woman will not attack a man. like with her words. She will not tear down a man with her words. She will not degrade him or disrespect him. She will not argue with him. She will walk away as well. She will remove her presence. That is a sign that you are in your healthy feminine energy. Is you have that ability. You've done enough inner healing, and you have enough self-mastery that you can remove yourself instead of arguing back and forth with the man.
Okay. And let's get to Chrissy's question. She says, well, her statement, working on myself and really focusing on being the healthier version of myself.
Okay, so good. So we're asking the ladies in our programs, what really helped you really enter into your dream girl era? And Christy is reversing PCOS. She's lost so much weight already. She's reversed actually a whole bunch of issues, testosterone, high cortisol as well, right? And she's a mama as well. So that is always your starting point, ladies, is you actually feeling good in your body. Because if your hormones are all over the place, you could be taking all these programs, feminine energy programs, dating courses, put your profile up on these dating apps. But if you don't feel good, you're going to attract at that level. You're going to attract at that level. And it's hard to maintain a healthy relationship and marriage if your hormones are all over the place. I think Tanya had a question for you.
See what Tanya had for me. Let me go back to it. Here it goes. Coach B, can you hold up your mic to hear Natasha's better? Oh, so I'm guessing that they can't hear you.
Oh, you guys can't hear me very well?
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tanya. That. Does that sound better? Let me know.
Give us a thumbs up if that sounds so much better.
Also, the adaptogens. No, it's not. Oh, my mic isn't on.
Oh, the mic isn't on. That probably is part of the reason why.
I think
you might have hit it.
I might have accidentally hit it.
So we're good to go now, right, Tanya?
Only his works.
Perfect. We have so many good people there in the Feminine Energy Academy. They're on here. They're kind of helping us in the areas where we need help, right? So thanks so much, Tanya.
Were you girls able to hear anything I just said?
It's still very low. They can hear it, but it's still very low.
You know what? I think the
mic might have gone out. So you can hold my mic.
We'll share.
Yes.
The good news is, ladies, we are up leveling and we are getting our studio ready.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Coach B and the boys are building our studio right now in the garage. So we'll be able to have better mics and all that. Yeah. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention, yours is turning off too.
Wow. Go ahead. You got it. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Can you girls hear me? You're charging it? Can you still hear me? Yes. Okay. So for my ladies that want to be in the Feminine Energy Academy or that are in the Feminine Energy Academy, we are starting a new 90-day weight loss challenge. I have 3 levels. So all my ladies on watching these live streams right now, if you have any hormone questions, body questions, drop them right now. This is my jam. This is my specialty, is helping women lose hormone weight and re-regulating their hormones. Okay. So anyway, this Sunday, we're starting a new 90-day weight loss challenge, body transformation challenge. I call it the Glow Up Challenge. We have 3 different challenges, 3 different levels that you can pick from, 4 different programs. You have access to all of them at any time. So if you're watching this right now and it's a month from now after this recording, you still have access to these programs. So I have a level 1 is a cortisol detox hormone weight loss program. It's 90 days. And that's when I go really deep on inner healing. This is like your starting point, ladies, for Dream Girl Energy. This is a foundational program where you learn about your hormones. You learn about intermittent fasting. You don't even have to work out. There's no gyms, no diets required. It's really about just you doing your inner healing with your hormones, with your nervous system, with your feminine energy. I teach you how to heal your relationship with food, with your body. If you've gone through trauma or loss, it really helps with that. If you struggle with binge eating, emotional eating, subconscious self-sabotage, like you yo-yo with your weight, that program is perfect for you. It's so good. And also another level 1 program I have is the perimenopause weight loss program for my ladies. So if you're perimenopause, once again, it's not about gyms or diets. I'm teaching you about your body, teaching about intermittent fasting, teaching you how to do basic things like stomach vacuum so you can snatch your waistline, ladies. Okay. Side note, I took measurements of my waist this morning, 27 inches. I'm really excited about that. I'm thinking I could probably drop a couple more inches because I'm starting the 90-day program with you girls as well. Coach B is at 37 inches. And actually, here's an interesting fact for you. I'm going to be working with the ladies on this. Measure your height. Your waistline needs to be less than half of your height. Okay? So your waistline needs to be less than half of your height. So I did it for me. I'm about 5'7". And so I think for me, it was like my waist needs to be less than 33 inches, I think it was. And so mine's 27, so I'm good. My husband is 6'1", 6'2". I think he's 6'2". And we measured him, and his waistline needs to be under 37. He was just at the 37 mark. So, and this is for your health, right? So yes, of course, you want to look hot and sexy for the summer, but we care about your health. We care about you just being healthy hormonally and feeling good about yourself. So anyway, so that's level 1, level 2. Level 3, did you find the other mic, honey? Okay, is it in the drawer there? In there? No? Okay. Level 2 is the Hourglass Body Program. So that is 90 days. You don't have to do any thinking. I am teaching you workouts that you can do at home or at the gym. It's like 20-minute, 30-minute workouts max. I have the full meal plan for you. So you have 3 meals. You literally just click on the day from 1 to 90. You click on the day, you get all your meals for you, you get your workout for you, and then I also have a nervous system re-regulating audio for you where you can just listen every single day to an audio that helps you re-regulate your nervous system, help you get in your feminine energy. It's really good if you want to just practice consistency and expand yourself a little bit more. Now, this weekend, I introduced a brand new 90-day Get Snatched Beachbody program. So this is for my level 3 ladies, the ladies that are ready to go that next level. It's intense. This one is also you get workouts, you get meals, and you are going to get so snatched. This is to get you ready for the summer. This is to get you ready for the beach, the bathing suit, the hot dress, you looking good, delicious for your guy, your husband. Thanks, honey. How's the mic? Coach B changed it. Is that better? Great. Okay. I love it. So yeah, so you can pick any of those 3 levels for 90 days. Now, we have also cash prizes for them. We give out cash to our ladies every 90 days, and you get a weekly accountability. So we do weekly check-ins. I also post daily so I can keep you girls motivated, but this is just for the ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy. If you want to try it out for free, you can try it out for free, but it is amazing. You should see the transformations that these ladies have gone through. It's incredible.
And just even adding, I know I just jumped right back.
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect.
My mic is on.
Thanks, baby.
The next few months, what's going on in the Feminine Energy Academy, you have to jump in to be a part of it. It's exclusive to the ladies that are in there. We have a couple of things we can't even. We can throw it out there. Go ahead. You can tell.
We're doing our first live event, ladies, in Vegas.
Yes. So we're doing a live event coming up, but it's only for those in the Feminine Energy Academy. So it's a great opportunity for just the ladies to get together.
Yes, and with us.
Yes, with us. And it's like old friends getting together. Feel like we know them. Yes. The ladies that have been a part of it, the ladies that are active, just the ladies in the community. Feels like we're family. So it'll be great to get together and just share stories and just talk and learn and just grow together. So we're excited about that. That's coming up this year. So you have to join the academy to be a part of it.
And it's not just going to be telling stories. Like it's an actual retreat where we are pouring into you girls. We have programs planned. It's going to be fun, intimate, of course, where we're hanging out, but it's going to be really us activating you girls to your next level as well. But once again, it's the first come, first serve for the ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy. We only have 36 spots available for this event, and we are releasing the information for this event this weekend. Yeah. So if you want to come and meet us, come do a weekend retreat with us. You can be single or married. Yeah. We got stuff for both of you. You guys can come and do that as well. It'll be amazing. I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah. Okay. Chrissy said, can you show us where to measure the waist? Yes. Honey, where's the measuring tape?
Let me get that for you.
Thank you. I'll measure it live for you girls. You girls can see. But you just measure it where your navel is. Right here. So for my ladies that are going to do the 90-day challenge, make sure you get your before pictures done. And make sure you measure your waistline, because starting this Sunday, we're going to start the 90-day challenge. And like I said, if you're
great mics today.
Wow, we have some great mics today, is right.
They are perfect. I'm not sure why yours went out of screen.
Yeah, maybe that needs to be charged also. Whatever. We're going with it. We're going with it. Okay, do you girls have any questions while Coach B goes and gets the mic? Not the mic, the measuring tape. Drop your questions. I'm going to have to start interceding. Yes, Tanya. Exactly. Nothing stops us in Jesus' name. Nothing stops us. Okay, I had a hysterectomy. I need to regulate. How do I stay stable? Okay, what do you mean stay stable? I need to regulate. Are you talking about your nervous system, your hormones? The biggest thing with all my ladies is you still need to do the inner work, inner healing. You still want to be eating foods that are hormone friendly. Okay, you still want to be doing things that help balance your cortisol levels, because you still release cortisol and your other hormones through your adrenal glands as well. I fast, no meat, gym 5 days a week, adaptogens I take daily, sleep well 8 hours. Okay, have you had your cortisol levels checked, Tanya? And also, Tanya, are you because from their pictures, it didn't look like you needed to lose weight. Are you trying to lose weight? What's your body goal right now, I would say? Let me know what your body goal is. Because sometimes for women, and this is for my ladies watching right now, if your cortisol levels are high or you're really stressed, and then you're fasting long periods of time, it actually can cause you to retain weight, not lose weight. Yes, tummy weight and tighten. Okay. So, and Tanya, do you have kids? I can't remember. Tone. I can't remember if you said you have kids or not. 3. Okay. So Tanya has 3. Okay. So this will help you ladies. When it comes to tightening up the waistline, there's 3 things that make a difference. One, probably the most obvious and easiest to reverse, is just bloating, right? So if you're eating foods, typically it's dairy type foods, or could be wheat sometimes, but in my experience working with so many women, it could be dairy that makes you bloated, right? Because your belly is going to be sticking out if you're bloated. You want to be pooping properly and all that, right? So that's the first thing. We got to make sure you're pooping good and you're not bloated. The second thing is your actual muscles. So especially if you've had babies, you might have something called rectus diastasis, and that's something that I had as well. And that's when your abdomen splits apart and you have a gap there. Tanya, have you done my video where you check to see if you have a rectus diastasis gap there? And the reason why this is important is because you can lose all the fat in the world. This was me, by the way, before I ended up having surgery. I had no fat on my belly at all. I was tiny waist, but I didn't know about the rectus diastasis gap. And I actually had an umbilical hernia. And what happens is every time you're exercising, you're actually separating your gap even more, and it actually ends up pushing out. So if you are a mom, and your belly is sticking out and it's not so much the fat, but it's like hard, then it could be because you have an abdominal gap there. So what helps with that, and what's helped my ladies is, and you don't need surgery, right? I needed surgery because mine was extreme. I had a 4.5 finger separation and hernia. But for a lot of ladies in my programs, just doing the stomach vacuuming and the waist training will help close that gap. Okay, so that's the second thing. Now, the third thing, which is so many women, is that hormone belly. So, that hormone belly typically that happens when your hormones are. That's okay. You guys need to jump into the Feminine Energy Academy. So, Tanya, you're in there. So, post your questions and I will answer it in the Feminine Energy Academy. I think this is a sign that you just need to be in the Feminine Energy Academy.